This video is full of great combinations that you can use the very next time you're in the gym. And if you see here on this bar at the bottom, you can go to any section of this video and work on them. And I recommend you email yourself this video and then watch it just before you're going into the gym. And I guarantee you it will help you. Starting with these 4 realistic boxing combinations. Wow! The first realistic combination is the most basic out of these 4 combinations. And what that is, it's a 1-1-2, step back for defense, and then we're going to step back in with a 2. And before I show you that in full speed, I want to tell you why it's so realistic. Think about this. Why do we use the jab? We use the jab to find our range and score some shots. So if I'm here and I'm finding the range with the jab, I've found the range with the jab, I've blasted him with the 2. Now if he tries to come back with a counter punch, it could be a hook, it could be a straight punch. What I'm going to do, I'm going to step back. What will he do? He'll either overreach like this or he might step in. If he steps in, great. I can blast him with that 2 there. If he's overreaching there, then I can step back in and blast him with my 2. So here it is in full speed. Ooh, I like that. Here it is again. 1-1-2, step back, bam, 2. Great combo. Moving on to combo number 3. I just want to see it. Make sure you're writing these down. Make sure you are practicing these combinations because these will get you better at boxing. So what is this next combination? It is a 1-2-1. Now before I tell you the next punch, I just want you to think about this. 1-2-1 down the middle. It could just be fast. It could just be light. But if someone's throwing a 1-2-1 at you, what are you going to do? Chances are you're going to cover up like this. If I cover up like this, where I'm open, boom, round the side. And that's where we can come in with our big power shot, which is a rear hook. So we can do a 1-2-1, the weight's on the back leg. From there, I can really turn my body, my hips, and blast in this right hand and get some serious power. So here it is, full speed. Oh, mate. Mate, I've hit a few people with that in my time, and guess what? It works, it's realistic, and it does some serious damage. Here it is again. So I'm here, I'm going to do it lightly this time. Touch, 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 boom. Wow, nice one. Let's move on to number 2. Now we're getting a little bit more advanced with these. What we're going to be doing, we're going to be doing tricks on our opponent. Getting our opponent to think we're doing one thing, but really we're going to do another thing. What we're going to do, we're going to be here. We're going to jab him to the body. I'm looking up. Again, I'm here, jab him to the body. Next time, I'm going to feint that jab to the body. And what is he going to think? He's going to think, you know, he's going to get hit with that jab to the body. What will he do? Hands will come down, and I guarantee you, this works. Hands come down. What I'm going to do there is step in with a hook 2. Now with this combo, it's very important that you get the feint right. So it works. And how do you get the feint right? So let's say I'm looking into your eyes right now. I'm here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to look to your body, jab to the body. I'm here. Look into your eyes. Look to your body, jab to the body. Here, look in your eyes, look to the body, feint, and then come over. Because of your eye movement doing that little thing, your opponent's going to really believe that you're going to throw that jab to the body, which is what you want. As soon as he believes it, boom, feint, arms come down, boom, boom. Here it is, full speed. I'm here, I'm moving. Jab the body. Jab the body, tricking them with my eyes. Feint, whoa. Believe me. Try that combination. Let me know how you get on with it. I'm sure you will love it. Now, what you've been waiting for is this 8-punch realistic combination. Now, you'll be thinking, Tony, 8 punches for a combination? That's not realistic, but I'm telling you it is. This is a realistic combination that you should practice because it will help you get better at boxing, believe me. And this combination is when you're up close to your opponent against the ropes, it might be in the center of the ring. Every fight or sparring session ends up getting close like this. So what do you do from here? Well, what we're going to do, we're going to throw 6 fast, straight punches. Not hard, fast, upstairs, bah, 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 like that. And like combination number 3, these are a kind of distraction. Bah, bah, bah. These are a distraction to get them arms to raise up. As soon as them arms raise up, what we're going to do, we're going to sink in a big left hook to the body, followed by that big right hook over the top like that. And here it is, full speed. If you're a beginner at boxing, you don't want to be doing that advanced stuff because you'll get into bad habits, but you should work on these combinations I'm about to give you right here. Woo! It was basic combinations like this that helped me win an Olympic bronze medal. It doesn't matter if it's your first time ever boxing or you've been boxing for a long time. You should always practice these kind of combinations because they will help you get better at boxing. Combination number 3 is a 1-2-1-1-2. Now, as you notice there, it's all straight punches. And when you do this correct and fast, like I'm about to show you, it does look very impressive. And I'm going to give you some tips on how to throw this even faster. But also this combination, it's a realistic combination. I would use this for cutting the distance down on an opponent who was moving on the back foot, like a 1-2, 1-1-2. I would move forward as I'm throwing it. But on the bag, you can do it in place. Again, we're going to throw 1-2, 1-1-2. You want to be fully extending your arms on each punch, not coming too close where it's like or it's just arm punches, but long. So now I'm going to speed it up a little bit before I show you in full speed. 1-2, 1-1-2. And already there, it looked decent, right? But when you throw it even faster, it's going to look even better. And the way to throw fast is think about this sound. Ba, 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 ba. 1-2, 1-1-2. Ba, 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 ba. Now, if you think about the sound of the speed, I can match that speed when I throw the punches. 1-2, 1-1-2. It looks like this. Now, basic combination number 2. Again, it's a realistic combination. All my combinations are realistic, and it is the most basic combination you can throw when you're going to add in a body shot as well. It's going to be a 1-1-2 to the body, and then from there we're going to come up with a hook to the head. 1-1-2 to the body. When you're coming up with a hook to the head, very important that you bring this 2 back to your face. People often forget about this one and they'll throw the hook and this will come down here and they'll look silly. They'll do a 1-1, boom, You need to bring your hand back to your face. You always need to have your non-punching hand by your face. Let's keep the technique right. So you throw the jab out, bring it all the way back, jab out. As it's coming back the second time, now this is important with this combination, you're going to bend your knees and turn your hips as you throw this 2 to the body. Then from there, you're going to bring this 2 to the body back to your face. You're going to straighten your legs just a little bit as they're straightening, and that's coming back to the face. That's when the hook's coming out. And you're going to transfer the weight to the back foot to throw that hook. Now let's add a little bit of speed into this one. Okay, now it's time for number 1, the most basic combination of all 3 of these. I would love to know what your favorite boxing combination is. Drop me a text and let me know, and I'll be texting you back, telling you about my new videos. Okay, so moving on to number 1. Now this is the most basic one, but this is the combination I used to work on all the time that helped me have so much success in my boxing career, and that is a 1-2, 1-2. Now, the trick is with this, you're not just thinking about speed, you're thinking about power as well. This is a great combo to generate that power. Now, the way to get power into this is by turning your hips to transfer your weight. If I throw the 1-2, 1-2 like this, what I see with beginners, I'm not getting any power. That's arm punches. I want to turn into it. Now, when I turn my hips, you can see there, the power of the punch increases a lot. Now, when I'm pulling this one back, that's when this one comes out. When I'm pulling this one back, this one comes out. So it's not 1-2-1-2, it's 1-2-1-2. As it's coming back, the other one's coming out. So now when I throw this at full speed with full power, it will look like this. So with all of them combinations and the ones that I'm about to give you, which is even better than the previous ones, there's one thing that you need to be able to execute them successfully, and that is great focus. And that is where the sponsor of today's video comes in. This is Think Organic Coffee from Four Sigmatic. If you drink coffee every day like I do, you should be putting the best quality stuff in your body. Like, why wouldn't you? Especially when I tell you the price of this as well. But a great thing about this, other than that it's organic and the taste of it, is that it's infused with lion's mane, which is a mushroom that's been scientifically proven to help your focus. And you can get that with just drinking some of this. And what Four Sigmatic have done, they've created this Think Starter Pack. So you don't only get a couple of bags of this coffee, but you also get some organic vanilla creamer, which adds some extra flavor to your drink. And as well, that's got L-theanine in, which prevents you getting that crash like most coffees give you. And as well, it contains some focus blend. So if you need an extra kick or punch of focus clarity, you can add in this. And this Think Starter Kit is priced so your daily coffee can cost around $1, which is way cheaper than the other crap that we're buying from stores. This is an absolute game changer, and it is available from Amazon, Whole Foods, or go to foursigmatic.com and check it out. I'm sure you're going to love it like I do. Okay, it's time for these speed punch combinations. Check these out. First combination is a 1-2-1-1-2. Now with this, you can get some serious speed in it. If you think about speed, you're going to throw faster punches. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. And this is about the feet as well. Now watch my feet. I'm going to do this one again. Watch me feet. The feet move at the same time as the punches. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Oh, great combination. Okay, let's move on to speed combo number 2. And this one starts with body punches. So we're going to do 2 hooks to the body, 2 hooks to the head, 2 hooks to the body, 2 hooks to the head. Now you might be thinking, well, that's not realistic, but it is. It is realistic. If I've got someone in front of me and they've got the hands up high, I hit 2 to the body, then I hit 2 to the head. The hands go down, the hands come up, the hands go down, and then the 2 big ones on the end is the ones that you're going to do the damage. So it's 8 punches, body, head, and it looks like this. Woo! You can see the speed there. Let me do that one again. Oh, yes, 8 speed punches there. Now let's move on to number 3. This is another 8 punch combination. What I'm going to start off with is 4 fast straight punches to the head. Ba, 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 ba. Then a hook, 2. Then from there I'm going to finish with 2 body shots. Now think about this. If I'm throwing the 4 punches to the head like that, let's say someone's on the ropes, where's their hands? The hands is coming forward like that, leaving them open for that one around the side. Then I go around the side with a hook. Then I blast in that big right hand down the middle. The hands have got to be up there. They've got to be up there. They're not going to be down there. They're going to be up there. Then from there, boom, boom, the 2 finishes body shots. So 4 straight, hook 2, hook, hook to the body. And with speed, it looks like this. Woo! Oh, that was a bit bad form. I want to have better form with that one. Even though we've gone for speed, we still want to try and have good form. Here it is, trying to do a little bit better form. Hands up, hands up, hands up. Right, now let's move on to the 4th and final speed combination. This combination has 4 lead hooks in a row. It's going to start off with a 1, 2. Then from there, I'm going to throw 3 lead hooks to the body. Lead hook to the head, then a 2. Now you can get some serious speed in this. If you do one thing, what I mentioned at the beginning, think about speed. If you think about speed, you're going to be able to punch faster. And watch how fast this one is. One more time, one more time, one more time. This one's for you, mate. This one's for you. Let's move on to some more body punching focused combinations. These here are an absolute game changer. Woo! Working on body shots in boxing is a lot of fun. And I'm going to give you 3 different body shots that you can work on that's realistic, that you will have success with. So the first one is pretty basic, the next one gets a little bit more advanced, and the last one is the most advanced. So what you're going to do for number 1 is a double jab cross to the body, but while we're throwing this, we're stepping, bringing him onto our right hand. So I'm going to be a jab, jab, and then step and throw that punch. Now it's important, a couple of things when you're doing this. The first thing is, when you're throwing that jab, you're bringing it back to your face, because now you're moving onto his right hand. And the last thing you want to do is jab, jab, and bring this down here and get caught. So jab, bring it back your face, jab, bring it back your face. Next time, we want to blast in that right hand to the body, and it'll look like this. Again. And if you notice, when my foot lands on the last one, boom, it's the same time as the punch lands. And that step in the punch is getting the momentum and my body weight behind the punch to get more power into it. And you want to be hitting hard. You can try this on the heavy bag and on the mitts. So again, jab, jab, boom. Bit faster. Oh, great combination. Okay, let's move on to number 2. This is my favorite combination of all time. Yes, of all time. I used to stop so many people with this. And what it is pretty basic. It's here. He nearly went down with that big body shield on. Again, it's here. Now, if you notice there, you might be thinking, well, that's pretty bad technique. You're not leaning into it, because we get taught in boxing to throw this or to throw this and then put your weight here and then throw it. But if I'm in with someone with experience, like a Glenn Holmes, as soon as I lean over, if we were boxing, he's going to move out of the way or he's going to block out with his elbow. So I'm going to remove the lean out, take the lean out of it and just throw that little uppercut. From there, boom, staying upright. Yes, the power is not going to be as hard as if I did lean over, but it's going to be hard enough to do some damage. And the only reason why I'm throwing that uppercut is to get his hands to come up. It's like a decoy punch. Little uppercut, big left hook to the body. So we're here, again, working on speed. But what else you can do is make a better decoy by throwing a few more punches. So every fight ends up close here. So if I'm up close here, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to touch, just throw these punches light until I see a little gap, and then blast that one in there. So touch, boom, and then blast it in when he's not expecting it. Or you can wait until the hands come up and then blast it in. But I tell you what, if you are hitting someone like this, if you're throwing these punches, the hands have got to come up, especially if they're on the ropes. Whoop, and whip that body shot in there. So it'll look like this. I'm going to throw 1, 2, hook 2, hook 2, body shot. Whoa, again. Ba, 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 ba. Yes, great shot, great combination, and it will do some serious damage, believe me. What we're going to do here, I'm going to throw a jab and then slip his right hand. If you slip in their right hand, look where he's wide open. Boom, blasting that body shot in. As soon as he gets hit with that body shot, you know that his elbow is coming down. As soon as that elbow comes down, I'm coming over with a hook to the head, then back to another cross there. I've hit him back to the head. Where's his hands going to go? They're obviously going to go back up, and that's when I'm going to whip in 2 more body shots there. Like I said, it's advanced, but it's a great one. Now here it is, full speed. And I love that combination. Now these combinations, adding the uppercut in, is great and very advanced. So if you're doing it in shadow boxing or you're on a maze ball, these are great for that. The first combination is uppercut, hook to the body. The reason why I love this one so much is because it's super realistic. I used to love doing this in fights. Throw that uppercut, get him to raise his hands, and then whack him to the body. Again. Combo number 2, we're going to throw the jab, then the right hook, then the uppercut's going to be the lead uppercut, followed by the straight right hand. So when you're throwing this combination, you're throwing that right hook to get closer to the opponent so you can get with that lead uppercut. I throw the jab, I'm coming closer, bringing this shoulder forward with the right hook. Then from there, I'm whipping that right uppercut in, followed by the straight. So we've jabbed, right hook, up the middle, and the straight. Now if you think, if I threw the jab, right, the hands have come close, through that right hook, the hands have come open, and when they're coming open, that's the time to throw that ba-ba, jab, hook, ba-ba, and you can step with that uppercut as well. Jab, hook, ba-ba, right? So really the jab and the hook is just a decoy to get them to open the hands. Again, got me a little mascot here, look at this. Jab, hook, he's opened his hands, ba-ba, through the middle. This next one, we're going to throw the lead hook, re-uppercut, lead hook. Now the idea behind this one is throwing that lead hook for him to open his hands, try and defending that lead hook by bringing his hand around the side. As soon as he brings that around the side, hit him that uppercut, then the hook. So I've done the hook, open his hands up, bah, through that uppercut, then the hands are going to come close around the side, bah, bah, bah. And you can get lots of speed in this. If you step with that first hook, you can really get power and speed behind the punch. And this one, we're going to be inside. We're going to do uppercut first, then the hook, then we're going to step back, get the distance, throw the 2, and then the hook. So I'm inside. Now the idea behind this one is we're inside, we're up close. I've hit him with that uppercut and that hook. Now I'm stepping back to create the distance to be able to land the straight 2. I went uppercut, hook, step back, straight 2, hook. Again. The idea behind this one is that you're inside, tucked up, ba, 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 ba. You throw them 2 fast uppercuts for his hands to come close. As soon as his hands come close to defend them, you're going to come round the sides. Uppercut, uppercut, hook, hook. Love that one. This combo, we're going to throw the jab. We're going to slip and step to your left. Come up with that lead uppercut, right hand. The idea behind this combination is I threw the jab. He's countering with his right hand. I've slipped that right hand, and as his right hand's coming back, whoop, I've hit him there with the uppercut and straight down the pipe with the 2. And when you're stepping, that's helping you get your head off the center line to defend, then come up with that uppercut 2. This combination, we're going to jab, then we're going to step to the right, change the angle, come up with the rear uppercut, then the lead hook. The idea behind this one, you threw the jab, he's trying to counter with his jab. So you've stepped and you've slipped. You've took your head off that center line. Then from there, the uppercut, 2. As his hands are coming back to his face, whack them the uppercut too. Now this is my favorite combination of them all that you use the uppercut in. We're going to lead off with the uppercut, then from there we're going to hook to the head, then whip the hook to the body in. Love that one. Now the reason why this one's my favorite, well, one, I used to use it all the time, it used to always work, and then two, because you can really land that body shot. So you're touching there with the head, touching, hands come up, whack that body shot in. And the uppercut and the hook don't even have to be hard. You can even touch, whoom, hit that body. As soon as you hit the uppercut and the hook, the hands are coming up, leaving them open for there, boom, again. Uppercut, hook head, hook body. Love that combo. There's some great combinations that you can do that involve your feet and involve cutting the distance down to be able to land punches. You should definitely practice these. Here they are. Now this right here is one of the best combinations that you can throw to cut the distance down, and also it's a great combination to throw if you've got someone up against the ropes, or even if you just want to be on the heavy bag and you're doing a boxing workout. I love this combo. It doesn't get taught enough, and when you learn how to do this the way I'm going to teach you, with speed and power, you're going to absolutely love it too, I'm sure of that. So this combination is a 1-2-1, and there's two ways of throwing this. One, for cutting the distance down. One, if you're hitting the heavy bag or you've got someone against the ropes and you're throwing this combination. Great for both of them, and I'm going to talk about them both right now. First one is cutting the distance down. If I'm in with an opponent who is moving back on the back foot, or every time I go forward they step back and they're using their feet as defense, this combination is great to cut that distance down, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to step and punch at the same time. So it's going to be a step, step, step. Now if you notice when I'm doing this, my foot and my hand are landing at the exact same time. That is getting power in the punch, but we're not looking for power in the first two punches. If you notice when I'm throwing that right hand, the big cross, I'm not rotating my hip on it. What I'm doing, I'm loading up the next punch, which is the jab, and that's the punch that we're looking to land in this combination, the last jab. So if I've went 1-2 without turning my hip, I've got my weight central here to pull this two back and really blast in that left hand to get power in it. And on the back it'll look like this, ba, ba, ba. And if you see how much that's swinging there, it's like a cross, because I'm getting all of that momentum of this full movement of the 1-2-1 into that last punch, ba, 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 and really getting power into that. Okay, so on the combination, now we're going to turn our hips with each punch. With the 1-2-1 while we're moving, like I mentioned, we're not turning the hips on that right hand, but on the back we can really rotate and get that power in the punch. As you can see, I'm turning into the punch, getting some good power in there as I throw it. And the key is with this, if you notice, when the ones come back to the face, the twos coming out. When the twos come back to the face, the ones coming out. We don't want to be throwing a 1-2-1, but it's going to be ba, 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 just like that. Now we've done it moving and we've done it in place. Now what we can do, we can set up punches from that. So we throw the 1-2-1. If someone's in front of me, their hands are coming up. Then from there I can whip in that big rear hook to the body. So it will be a ba, 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 getting the hands to come up. Then from there we can come back with a left hook to the head. So it will be a ba, 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 ba. 5-punch combination, great, starting with that 1-2-1. And you can get very creative with this combination. They were great for the bag, but if you're sparring, here are 3 combinations that you should try every single time to have success when you're in the ring. Realistic combination number 1 is a 1-2-1-1-2. I love this combination. It's great for cutting the distance down. 1-2-1-1-2. You can try it on the bag, you can try it in shadow boxing. Great for moving forward. Every time you punch, you step, right? Here it is at full speed. 1-2-1-1-2. One more time. 1-2-1-1-2. Great realistic combination that you would use in an actual fight. Next one is a 1-2. Lean back, 2 to the body, hook to the head. Now with this one, we're leaning back, we're defending the jab. So I threw a 1-2. They're throwing the jab at me. I've defended with the lean back. As their jab's going back to their face, I'm blasting that 2 to the body. As they're trying to defend that, bringing the arms down, whipping that left hook in to the head. And it'll look like this. Great combination. One more time. definitely practice that next time you're on a heavy bag. Next, realistic combination. We're going to feint to the head. You feint to the head, they think you're going to throw a punch as long as it's a realistic feint. If they think you're going to throw a punch, what they're going to do? They're going to try and defend it, either putting their hands up or blocking it like that. From there, you're going to blast in that right hand to the body, through that left hook to the body. Now what's going to happen? Their hands are going to drop, which is going to leave them open for a big lead hook around the top like that. So we've done a realistic feint to the head to get their hands up, and then we whip that right hand into the body. So it's a feint, right hand to the body, left hook to the body. Their hands drop, bring this back, whoom, with that big finisher, left hook to the head, and it'll look like this. Yes, again, notice how I'm focusing on the power in the last shot. The feint, the right hand to the body, the left hook to the body is all set up shots for the big left hook to the head. That's what we're doing. We always want to be 1 step ahead, 2 steps ahead of our opponent. And by doing this, we're 3 steps ahead. 1 step ahead, 2 steps ahead, 3 steps ahead. Again, it'll look like this. Yes, what a great combination that you can practice next time you're in the gym. Now let's get into this unrealistic combination that I like. And the combination is a 1-2 to the head, 2 hooks to the head, 2 hooks to the body, 2 hooks to the head. Yeah, I told you, pretty unrealistic. And let me show you what it looks like. Yeah, unrealistic, but it looks pretty good, right? So here it is again. We've got that 1-2, hook, 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 hook. Great combo. Give that a go next time you're on the bag. The next one is an impossible combination. You can practice it, but can you do it in the ring? Well, actually, yes, you can, and I'm going to show you how I use this impossible combination in a fight. This is a combination that people don't teach because it's very advanced. It's something that it's very hard to get away with, but I used to throw this combination and have success with it. A double jab to the head, then the lead hook to the body. And I'm going to break this combination down for you and tell you why you should be practicing advanced combinations like this, as well as all the other basic stuff as well. Here it is one more time in slow motion. As you see, I'm throwing at that double jab. This guy's hands is covering up. I slip it and throw that lead hook to the body very fast. Now I want to start off by saying this is a combination that when I'm in the ring, I don't think I'm going to throw that double jab lead hook to the body. But what happens is I throw that double jab and I see the positioning of his arms that coming up. And then in that split second moment, I put in the slip and then throw that body shot. Now for you to be able to do this and to be able to do other crazy combinations like this, one thing that you need to do is practice them. And what I always say on this channel is you've got to think about something and do it. Think about it, do it, think about it, do it, until you get to the point of being able to do it without even thinking about it. And that's exactly what I did when I'm throwing this combination, because you see the little openings in them split seconds, and that's where it happens. So for this combination particularly, I didn't spend a full round in the gym practicing a 1-1 slip, hook the body, 1-1 slip, hook the body. I didn't continuously do that, but what I did do is I perfected the jab, I perfected the double jab, I perfected that hook to the body, I perfected combination punches, I perfected my reactions, I perfected all of these different aspects of my boxing game. And when you perfect all of these things individually, guess what happens? You start to be able to do things without even having to think about it. So what I would say is, rather than working on that which you can work on and give it a go and try it, but instead practice on perfecting that double jab, hook to the body, footwork, better reactions, then what's going to end up happening is you're going to become the best actual boxer that you can be. But now I'm going to give you a combination that I recommend that you do work on to have success in boxing. Now this combination is amazing. I had so much success with it, and that is landing that hook to the body by throwing a little uppercut and then throwing it. But the way you throw it is different to what coaches teach you, because coaches teach you body shot by slipping and then throwing it. What we're going to do, we're going to remove this slip out of that hook to the body, and we're going to be here. We're going to do some little touches upstairs, a little uppercut, and then whip it in without slipping. Because if you slip and you're in there with someone with experience, they're going to block it. So remove the slip, and it'll look like this. So it's going to be touch, touch, touch. Touch, touch, touch. And that right there, my friend, is enough power to hurt anyone. Want to get some serious power in your combination punches? Try these combos and you will see the power increase in each punch. Combination number 1 is going to be a 1-2-1, then a big right hook round the side, and it'll look like this. So if you notice what I did the 1-2-1. If I'm in the ring with someone and I'm throwing a 1-2-1, what they're going to do? They're going to put their hands like this. As soon as they put their hands like this, they're open for that big power shot round the side. Again, blast that right hook in. Moving on to number 2. It's going to be a 1-2 side step, 2 hook. Really exaggerating the rotation of the hip with that hook to get maximum power into that shot. And it'll look like this. With this combination, I could do the 1-2, get my hands in front of his face. If my hands are in front of his face, he can't see me. So from there, when I'm bringing this right hand back, I'm sidestepping, changing that angle, coming in with the power 2, the power hook. It'll look like this again. Combo number 3 is a jab to the head, straight across to the body, 2 big hooks to the head. And it'll look like this. I love this combination. So what I've done there, I've threw the jab to the head. His hands have come up. I've whacked him with the right hand to the body. His hands have come down, leaving him open for the head. I'm going to throw that hook. He'll probably think I'm going to throw a cross after the hook because everyone throws the hook too. What I'm going to do, I'm going to throw the hook and then 1 more hook again. Great combination. Again, I'll show you one more time. Getting some maximum power into that when you're transferring your weight with the punches. Moving on, 2-punch combination. Great combination, you get maximum power into the punch because you get your full force of your body behind it. Not just your body weight, but the force of the movement as well. And this combination is a long lead hook with the step, followed by the 2. Maximum power, it'll look like this. So much power in that shot. Give that a try. You'll love that one. The reason why this is so great, like I mentioned, you're getting all your body weight behind it, your force of your body weight. Because you're stepping with this, you're getting way more weight and force behind it than you would just from this. So when you've done that long left hook, boom, getting so much behind it. And as well, what this is great for is, let's say if we're fighting and I threw that long hook there, what's he going to do? How is he going to defend it? The way he's going to defend it is by opening up here, catching it here. As soon as that opens up, bop, down the middle. So one more time. Such a great combo. And combo number 5, by far my favorite. I put so many people away with this combination, not just in fights, but in sparring as well. It's something I used to practice on the heavy bag over and over and over again. And it's something I was kind of known for in the boxing scene. And that is landing that left hook to the body. But the way I land the left hook to the body is something that you don't really get taught much. Maybe you do if it depends on your coach, but I never really got taught. I figured it out myself without a coach telling us. And what I did, and I'm going to show you from this side, is touch to the head to get the hands to come up, then whack to the body. But why is it so different? Because you've probably been taught that before. So the reason why it's so different, because the traditional way to throw the hook to the head, hook to the body is this. Now you might be thinking, that looked good, but with that, when you're in with someone very high level, like world-class fighter, as soon as I've done that, they can see this coming a mile away, they'll block it, the elbow will come down, and I'll hit the elbow. So what I love to do is the same combination, but without the slip. So it'll look like this. I don't get as much power in as I would if I slipped, but I'm generating more than enough power to hurt someone, to put someone on the floor, to knock someone out with that body shot. Again, it'll look like this. Yeah, that's it. 5 of my favorite power punch combination. Now here are some of the most advanced combinations in boxing. Try one at a time and keep good form and technique when you're doing these. These are great. I love these advanced ones. On this video, I've got a super advanced combination for you. I've split it up into 2 parts. What we're going to do on the combination, we're going to go head, body, head, change the angle, head, body, head. Now we're going to start the combination off with 4 hooks. The first hook is going to be a little left hook to the head to get him to bring his hands up. From there, 2 hooks to the body, then we're going to go to a hook to the head, and then we're going to change angle with that side step. So part one will look like this. As you're seeing, hit him with the head, hands come up, hit him with the body, hands come down, hit him with the head, hands have come up again, but by that time I've switched the angle and now I'm going to come at him with another angle. So that was part one. I've finished off with the angle changed. Now part two, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a 2 hook 2 to the head, get him to raise his hands, then I'm going to go 2 hooks to the body and then 2 hooks to the head. So it will look like this. And there it is, part one and part two. Now put them together for the ultimate combination. I'm going to go through it slowly. We've got the 4 hooks to start. Hook the head, hook the body, hook the body, hook the head. Side step, change the angle. 2 hook 2. Then we go from there to the 4 hooks. Hook, 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 hook. That's the combination. Now a little bit faster. And do it again. Yes, there it is, the ultimate 11 punch combinations. Head, body, head, head, body, head. Here are 3 more realistic combinations that you can do on a heavy bag, in sparring, on the mitts, in a fight. I love these combos. The first combination I'm going to give you 2 different variations of. And the goal with this combo is to get him to raise his hands so you can hit him to the body. So it's as simple as a uppercut, then a hook to the body. When you're throwing this combination, you need to be inside, you need to be close to your opponent. So when you are close, that's when you throw that little uppercut there to get him to raise his hands, then whip that hook to the body in, and it'll look like this. Again. Now the second variation of that, if you want to get into range to throw that body shot, you can throw a 1, 2 short on that right hand, then from there, a little left hook to the head, raise his hands, left hook to the body, and it'll look like this. Again, I've stepped with the long jab, I've shortened the right hand, I've touched just softly upstairs with that hook. Now I've threw 3 punches to the head. Surely his hands have come up to protect the head, then I'm going to whip that body shot in. Yeah. That combination really does work in boxing. You need to practice it, like all of these combinations, to be able to perfect it. But when you practice, that's when you will get better at it and you'll be able to land it. Now the second combination, I'm going to go around this side to show you this one. What we're going to do, we're going to throw a fast jab. Then as the jab's coming back to your face, you're going to step and take your head off the center line. We're slipping with that step, then we're going to throw that body shot. Boom. It'll be like this. Jab, step, slip, body shot. A little bit faster. Then from there, what we're going to do, we're going to double the body shot for his hands to come back down. When the hands come back down, we're going to whip that left hook over the top, and that's the punch we're looking for. Now I'll show you it full. I've jabbed, slip step, double hook the body, whipping that hook to the head. One more time. Yeah. Love that combo, great combination. Moving on to the third combination that I love, the third realistic combination that you should be practicing that'll help improve your boxing. It is a jab, lean back, then step in with a 1-2-1. You threw the jab, he's countered with a jab or with a 1-2 or whatever. You've leaned back to defend that, then you're going to step in with a 1-2-1. I'll show you it slowly. So I've jabbed, leaned back, 1-2-1. With that 1-2-1, you want to get in the rhythm. Back, back, back. Again. Again. Lean back. 1-2-1. Now what's great about this combination is if you are in with an opponent and you've done that jab, you've leaned back, you've threw a jab back at him, chances are he's going to move his feet. So when he's moving his feet back, you're stepping forward for 2-1. So it'd be a jab, lean back, step back, back, moving forward. Cutting that distance down, and that's the best combination you can throw when you're cutting the distance down is a 1-2-1. I'll show you this at full speed. Yeah, great combination. Now you've been mastering the combination punches and practicing them. They're great and they make you feel good, but you need to understand how to throw a great single punch. If you want to have any success in boxing, master these guys on here and you will see yourself go to the next level. Trust me. Click here and watch this video next.